The video, I don't have it figured out. The only thing I can do with the video is clip the beginning.
Do you want me to turn it, or is that good? That's good?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm
I'm good.
Nice
So yeah,
here.
I'd love to talk about my golf. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I think I had a Gatorade. Did I bring it in? Yeah. Here it
Where'd you,
Midville.
Okay, cool. So here we are, 103. Oh, cool.
I never break a tee. I don't know why.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So it was like that was the tee I used for the whole time.
I have a superstition where on the final hole, I have to break my tee and throw it.
Really?
Leave it there, yeah.
Break it if you want, but I mean,
No, it's, I mean, it's,
dude, I was hitting well. I was hitting well today.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Last 3 times I've been out. Actually, I shot in the 40s.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was
Nice.
45, 47, and I shot 44 today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
44 on a 35.
Yeah, Midville's pretty tough too.
Not easy.
Yeah. It was always in good shape, but
It was in good shape.
what does
for
it
sure.
cost to play 9 at Midville?
38
Wow.
with a cart.
Oh, okay. All right.
38, I want to say.
That's not. Yeah, that's
That's not
expensive.
bad. I think it was 38.
Yeah. Wow. But
Yeah.
it's like 2.5 hours you're out there, right?
Yeah.
If you pay to do anything for that amount of time, it's going to cost.
$10 an hour
Yeah.
at least, right? Yeah.
So if you think about it,
Hmm.
when I started golfing in like 1984, 83, 84, I can remember paying $5.50 there
You're kidding me.
to play 9 holes and
And
walk
the-
to walk, but
Yeah,
still,
yeah. I had a lot of friends
$5.50.
that were like, yeah, you pay $10 at Foster and you can play as many holes as you can before the sun sets.
After what time? Or
It was
just
like 5.
after 5?
After like 5.
That's not bad.
It's like you
That's
play as
not
many,
bad.
so it's like you can get like 12, 15 holes in, and then the sun sets, and then,
That's cool.
yeah. But that was like when I was in middle school.
Kind of
so,
encourages you to play fast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, it's only walking though. So it's
Yeah.
like they
Right,
expect you
right.
to not play as many as you can.
Well, all right.
You ready?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Let's
do it.
Let's roll it. All right, so let's do a test here. Hello, check. Chest. 1, 2, 3.
Check. 1, 2, 12? 12?
Like it. 12, 13. Do I hear 13?
Chest.
All right, there we go. We might have to save that one. Yeah. All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, PJ and EMAC, we're here. We're back. Today is Sunday, September 4th, 2022. This is episode 103 going in the books. This is season 4, episode 2. PJ, how are we feeling today?
Doing okay.
Yeah? What's
Doing
going
okay.
on?
What's happening? Thanks for welcome to the podcast, Sports Theory Podcast. I'm PJ, he's EMAC, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Everything's good. Yeah, I can't complain. 3-day weekend.
Nice, nice.
Labor Day weekend.
There we go.
The kind of unofficial end of the summer season, which is a little bittersweet always, right? It's a great
Yeah.
coming up on a great time of year. It's not as hot, comfortable outside. Nights
Cooled
get a
down
little
immediately, did it not?
cooler. Yeah,
That was weird.
it's a little warm today, a little muggy, but
Mm-hmm.
had the fire pit going last night.
Nice.
Had fired up the pizza oven. It was,
Nice. Nice.
good
You
stuff.
Cook it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's
learning
tough
curve.
with that one. I was gonna say it took me like 3 to 5 times to
Yeah.
figure out the pizza oven
This-
because they cook quick.
They do.
They
do.
cook quick. You gotta shuffle them very quickly.
I got this.
It's the Uni oven, by the way. Uni could be our soon new
Yeah,
sponsor.
right?
He's got one. My girlfriend's father, Brian, thank you, bought her one for Christmas, and we've been learning.
Yeah. It's the official wood-fired pizza oven of the Sports Theory podcast.
I would say that, yes.
Actually, yeah.
And,
From the first episode.
very good pizza. By the way, we figured it out. But it took 3 to 5 times. We figured it
Yeah.
out. Great pizza.
From the first to the second, it was a huge improvement.
Oh, yeah.
So if I stay on that trajectory, it's going to be great.
It's going well.
I had this infrared thermometer,
Mhm.
and I had the thing up to like 700 degrees.
Oh, I believe it.
And it was
Insanely quick. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but it blows through
Did you oil the
the
board?
stone. I didn't. No, well, I just did a couple of just like dry runs with it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Just
Yeah.
to season it, but it didn't say to oil it. You think that's a?
I
that's a-
oiled it.
Okay.
I just because I
that a pro
had a
tip?
feeling. Yeah, just because I had a feeling. I
Huh.
was like, so we oiled it.
Okay.
Just to, so it wouldn't stick.
Yeah.
But they say you can do steaks and everything on it. I'm not gonna try anything other than.
I might
that.
try to make a loaf of bread in there tomorrow.
A loaf of
actually.
bread would definitely probably
that's
work
something
in
I
there.
might try.
Yeah,
Nice loaf of Italian
but
bread, crusty Italian.
but you gotta
bread,
realize you gotta realize it's a 3, so you gotta shuffle.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely.
So it's definitely different, but
Yeah, there's a
uni-
learning
uni-
curve. There's a lot of things you learn. You know what I mean? Like I already, you gotta find that sweet spot. You don't want to
Yep.
get too close to the flame.
too far back, too
or
close.
too far
yeah.
to the front, you know. But the thing
Yeah.
that I did yesterday, the big adjustment I made was, so I spread out the dough
hmm
and I put it on a peel. I had
Do you
liquid
cornmeal
like
the bottom?
cornmeal, yeah,
Cornmeal the bottom,
and
is
put
what
it
I was
in the
gonna say.
fridge
Oh,
and let it get cool because when the dough is cold, it slides. It doesn't stick
way
as
easier.
much.
I didn't think of that.
So I did that, and then I put it. So what I did was I put it in for like 20 seconds,
Mm.
took it out, and then put the toppings on and put it back in, and
Wow.
it worked a lot better.
So I was putting cornmeal on the pizza paddle itself,
Yes.
and putting the dough on that.
That was
and
what I
then
did.
topping it.
Yeah, that was what I did.
Oh, okay, so essentially the same thing, but
Yeah.
but holding the dough. I
yeah,
didn't
put
think
the
of
dough
that.
in the
Alright,
fridge.
that's
and
good.
It slides off
That's
a lot
good.
more easily.
That's
so.
good. Yeah, no, I was topping it on the paddle, and that was the advice I was going to give. to
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that we're both on the same train. I think where you got to put the toppings on as late in the game as
you, as
possible.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, definitely.
100%.
But what I found was still, by putting the toppings on it and then putting the pizza in, by the time the dough was cooked all the way through, the toppings were like torched.
Yep.
So this way I figured I'd give the dough like a 30-second head start in the oven by itself,
Got it.
pull it out, and then put the toppings on and then rock and roll.
All right.
And it worked out pretty well.
All right, so let's let's get down to brass
I can
tacks
talk
here.
about
I know. I
pizza
can talk about
all
pizza
night.
all day. All right,
Before we get to sports too,
go ahead.
one thing I want to talk about is I don't know if you know. Yesterday they had at Wembley Stadium in London.
It was Serena's last match, right?
No,
That was 2 days ago.
that's at the U.S. Open tennis.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
So at Wembley Stadium, there was a concert, a tribute concert for the
Yes,
drummer
I know what you're about to say. Go ahead.
Taylor Hawkins,
Yep.
drummer from the Foo Fighters, who
Yep.
passed away
Yep.
a few months ago.
And his son stepped in, didn't he?
Yeah, there was just so many great things
16-year-old.
at that concert. Yeah, his son sat in on the drums when they played the song "My Hero,"
Oh God.
and that was how they ended the concert. And it just wasn't a dry eye in the whole place.
I
It was
believe.
unbelievable.
Stop it. You're gonna. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know. I
Yeah.
saw the video.
And Dave Grohl broke down a little bit, choked
Oh.
up when they were doing the song "Times Like These." But just like the list of people that they had that came up there, and like Liam Gallagher from Oasis kicked it off. He came out and they did "Rock and Roll Star" and another Oasis song with the Foo Fighters band playing,
Mhm.
and Liam Gallagher singing. The band that I loved back in the 80s was the Pretenders. They came out and played. And Chrissy Hynde, the singer, she's like 70-something years old and just
And
rocked.
still belts.
Absolutely rocked.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I bet.
And of course, for me, the extra special moment was when Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson from my favorite band, Rush.
You're looking at me like I know these bands.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I'm not a.
they-
I feel
so-
terrible
so
because my
Rush-
girlfriend is such a music girl,
Yeah.
and she.
So Rush was a trio.
Yeah.
Geddy is the bass player and singer and keyboard player.
That's what you have to meet, Kara. She is.
Yeah.
I guarantee you and her can talk
That's
music
awesome.
for days. I guarantee it.
Alex is the guitar player, and then the drummer was Neil Peart, who was like my hero growing up because I played drums, and Neil was just a beast. And this was really like their first like major performance, the two of them together, since Neil died
Oh wow.
a couple of years ago.
Jeez.
And so they played with a couple of different drummers. Dave Grohl was on drums, and there was another guy, but it was just a little bittersweet seeing them rocking out without Neil, but they killed it, and it was awesome seeing them back together. And I kind of hope that they tour, you know, with a drummer, you know, a new drummer. It would be bittersweet, but I would definitely go to check it out. I've seen Rush probably 15 times in my life.
That's awesome.
Never thought I was going to see those guys perform again after
That's
Neil
awesome.
died, and it was really cool. But
Kara recently has just went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire, and then she also went to Elton John at Gillette.
oh, okay,
Elton John?
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Like
I was never a huge fan, but the guy's
okay.
like that,
the
you
guy's
know,
a legend.
right?
Now.
Absolutely,
Like talk about
absolutely.
performance and
Yeah.
like showmanship. Like
right, for
you
sure,
guys got it down.
for sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, Eric went golfing today. Thanks for
Yeah,
asking.
so,
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, let's back up a second. So, how was your morning?
Hey,
What,
no, it was good. Thanks.
what have you been up to?
So so I went golfing at Midville. So I bogeyed the first hole, parred the second.
Okay.
Dude, my drives were just on point.
That's one of the few golf courses that I can visualize.
Yeah, no, I know, because I know we played it together. So it was like the third hole. I should have brought in the scorecard.
Yeah.
Third hole, I was doing great, great drive. Second shot, left of the green.
That
It's
green
one,
is
it's
like-
one of the mounds.
The green's like the size of a postage stamp.
No, but it's a mound.
I
too.
know what you're
It's a
talking
hill.
about. Yeah, yeah,
So it's like I went on, and luckily I got it before the hill.
yeah.
Putted, went off the green.
Ugh.
So I ended up getting a 7.
Wow. Okay.
And then I think I had parred the fourth.
Fourth hole's pretty long par four.
Yeah,
For
no,
me,
I had a
that's-
great drive, and
yeah.
then my second shot was good, and two
Second
putts.
shot is kind of blind, right?
Yeah,
You're hitting-
yeah.
The green is down,
Mhm.
and you can't really see the green. when you
Yeah,
hit
I
the
knew where it
second shot.
was though. So yeah, I ended up parring that one, par 3. Next hole,
Yeah.
3 putt.
For
When I got on, when I got on the
that
green,
sucks.
yeah.
That sucks.
Par 5. Say,
That's
this was
a tough hole.
I had a great first shot, great second shot, but it put me right into the trees. And there were 7 trees aiming straight. And I shot right through it, thread the needle,
Yeah.
ended up in the sand.
That's a win. There, right?
Yeah, I know. I ended up getting 7 on a par 5.
Okay.
But the 8th hole, this is where I want to bring it to.
Eighth hole is
Second to last hole.
right. So the sixth hole, no, the seven's another par 3, right?
7's another par 3.
Yeah. So the eighth hole is another tough hole.
It's a tough hole, right?
Because again, that's
So,
another
because
blind
it
shot.
runs to the left.
Yeah.
Right? So I drove up to the right. It was beautiful.
Yep.
Second shot, I went left of the green, and I was mad. I was super pissed. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I should have been on the green.
Yeah.
So I'm just to the left of it. I take my 60-degree wedge,
Okay.
chip in for birdie.
No shit.
Swear to
Fuck
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice work. That's
So I
awesome.
had 2 pars and a birdie, shot 44.
A birdie helps immensely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I ended up bogeying the last hole when I really was putting for par, and I was like, I know I'm gonna miss this because
Yeah.
I just birdied the last one. Mind you, I chipped on, and I just missed the cup, and my friends go, "Oh, well, you almost had 2 in a row," and I was like, "Yeah, no, I know. Just missed the cup, 10-foot putt, hardly missed it, saved it for bogey, but 44, had a great day."
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah,
It
so
feels
it was
good, doesn't it?
Oh my god, chipping in for birdie, it was like my friends were more happy than me because I was more like, all right, you got to focus here. Like,
Right. Right.
tried to stay in my zone, but It was a good time.
Did you give it the?
No, I didn't. No fist bump. No. I don't celebrate in golf because
Yeah.
the triumphs come just as much as the
No kidding.
the challenges.
Yeah.
So you try not to celebrate in golf.
Yeah.
You can have a great hole now and then you shoot a 10. So
Yeah.
I tried to keep my composure. It was really tough not to celebrate.
Yeah. Cool. It
No,
was a nice morning. Too.
Yeah,
Right.
not to pull a shooter McGavin. Yeah, suck on that, baby. I wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't.
That's awesome. That's one of the
You
great lines.
you can't go out and not quote Happy Gilmore one time
Yes,
on the golf course.
absolutely. Happy Gilmore and Caddyshack are the two.
Look, Caddyshack is more you guys,
My
but like me,
generation,
yeah, but
sure,
me and my
yeah.
friends, I swear to God, it's like by hole 2, someone says something from Happy Gilmore every time. But so what do we got going on? All right, let's get to real stuff here.
Yeah.
So we had our interview at Cohesive Inn for
Yes.
the Rhode Island Wave.
Yes.
That went well.
Yeah.
Scott,
thanks.
great guy.
Yeah, Scott was awesome. He, ran a great interview, and he
He
kind
did.
of let us breathe.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I can't believe how much he allowed us to keep
Totally.
going.
Yep. And he's got his City of Warwick podcast that he does. So check
He
it out
does.
if you get a chance, if you're a Warwick resident, or even if you just want to be one,
Yeah.
check it out. It was pretty cool down at the Cohesive Inn. And
Every Tuesdays they do interviews 5:30 and 7. I want to say, right?
Yes, yeah.
So you can
put it
sit
on
in
there.
if you want.
It's on their Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Go and check it out live if you want. You can go watch and hang out and order frozen mudslides at the bar, so they have to get the blender going and.
Yeah.
just
Well, I'm a
distract
bartender,
you.
so I hate that. So don't do that. Frozen mudslides are the worst.
And it was good to see Dina Grenier, the
Dina's the best.
owner of the
Love her.
Wave.
Love her.
You know, we write our column.
I don't know how she
sports
stays so
columns every
calm.
week. Yeah, she really
Like
does.
she really has just a calm demeanor about her, and I'm like, how are you not like
Yeah.
stressing left and right, ripping
Yeah,
your hair out?
you
Like
know,
I would-
especially now that Steve is gone, she's basically
the
running the whole
bulk
show.
of everything is on her.
You know, she does a great job.
She really does.
With the engineer, like the sound engineering and the video engineering, all that stuff. Like,
Yep,
I
she's
really
peach.
feel like we could learn a lot from her.
Oh,
you know, I
100%.
gotta sit down at some point.
She's
and
very
get some tips,
insightful.
but it was just great. Yeah, it was a good time. I would imagine they still have the interview posted on their social media if you want to check it out. But,
Yeah. Definitely.
what else we got?
Red Sox, how they doing lately? They
Uh,
played the Rangers in a 3-game series.
They swept them.
They swept them. They had a walk-off, which,
Yeah,
to
they
be
got,
honest, that was 2 days ago.
yeah, they got two. I think they got 2 in the 8th and 4 in the 9th to
Yeah.
walk it off.
But they weren't looking good the whole game.
No, and the kid Brian Bayo pitched yesterday and had another good start.
Yeah.
And this is what I think. So I looked at it, and they're 7.5 games out of the wild card.
They're out.
Their record is 66 and 68.
Yeah, I was going
So
to say sub.
it's to the point where if you think that you need 90 wins to make the playoffs, they have to go 24 and 4
Yeah, they're
the rest of the way.
not impossible, but
Right?
I ruled them
It's
out.
not happening.
Yeah, I ruled them
Right.
out. Yeah.
So play the kids. That's what I
Yeah,
want to see as a
yeah.
Red Sox fan.
Yeah, no,
I wanna see-
you're developing this farm
Right.
system. Bring them up.
Let's see Tristan Casas at first base. Stick him at first. See what he can do.
Yeah. If Jeter Downs is healthy,
Get him up there.
Get him some time.
And get Bayo. Keep Bayo in the rotation. Let him
Yeah.
go. Roll every 5 days and see what you got.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
go next
and
year,
just
you know?
prepare for next year. Well,
That's what I wanna
also
see.
like get the jitters out now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make your big league debut
Right.
in a season that doesn't count.
Right.
And then now when you come up next year, guess what? You've been here before.
right.
Act like it.
And don't look now, but Tampa's like I think only 4.5 behind the Yankees in the division.
And the Yankees aren't doing great.
No.
Also, so this is what I wanted to bring up. Will Aaron Judge make history?
How many homers does he have?
I think 53.
Huh.
I think he hit 53 last night.
Wow. That's a lot of home
So
runs.
Roger Maris has the American League record. Also, you got to think the National League record is
73.
I was going to say tainted.
Yeah,
So who do
That's
you
fair.
have? Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds.
yeah. That's
Tainted.
fair. Do we think
So would you say Roger Maris is the legitimate record? And also, didn't they deaden the baseballs this year?
Yes.
Which is
Supposedly.
why you're seeing like Mookie Betts leads the National League or is second with like 32
Yeah.
home runs.
Yeah. Yeah. You wonder if maybe they start. Well, I don't know, but maybe they start playing with the baseballs a little bit if they want to see Judge. Set a
Well, I
record,
mean, they.
you know?
I don't know if they deaden all the balls or
The pitchers
If
have
it's like-
complained that
if it's like you dead 1 in every 6.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you gotta be. I think you gotta be consistent, right? Don't you think?
I don't know. If you dead 1 in every 6 and you don't tell them, it's like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Mistakes. You know, I mean, if there's inconsistency in the baseballs, that's a safety issue with the pitchers throwing a baseball. That's
For sure.
right.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't put it past baseball to do something like that. But
Baseball who batted a blind eye at steroids
right,
and then
right. You know?
supersized the balls so they would go out and now
And
they
the
dead
other
them
thing
and
is
then
Judge clean too. I mean, that's another story for another
the
time.
guy's
right?
6'7". I really
He's-
don't think he needs any
The
athletic
guy's a
edge.
monster. He
I don't
really
think
is.
he needs an athletic edge over
Yeah.
anyone.
I hope he hits. I mean, I'd love to see him. I'd like
I'd
to see
love
him
to
hit
see it,
70. I'd like to see him hit 70.
Yeah, same.
You know?
I'm not a Yankees fan. However, when history approaches,
Yeah,
I'd love to see it.
he's making himself a lot of money, isn't he?
Definitely.
Wow.
I don't see him come to Boston though.
Nah,
You-
people are trying to
yeah.
talk that into
No, that's not
existence.
gonna happen.
His side is I think putting that out there because it's
For money,
right. He's trying to
build a
maximize
brand.
the amount of money that he gets from the Yankees.
Yeah,
That's what. That's
and
what it's all
also
about. Because
who's
he's
gonna
not.
pay? Who's gonna pay more?
He's going to be a career Yankee.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way around. The Yankees take care of their stars, unlike
Yeah.
some other teams around here.
Are you talking about the Red Sox?
No, I wasn't just talking in general. You know,
Oh yeah, okay.
Generalities.
Well, you know, let Mookie Betts go.
You know,
or whatever.
yeah, just generalities. You know, Bogarts,
You know, yeah.
maybe Devers.
Devers, yeah.
You know,
Pedro stayed for a long time, right? Yeah. Manny? Okay.
yeah, Pedro. Yeah,
Well, at least they kept Ortiz.
true.
He took the hometown discount, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
right.
Anyway.
Last night, Dylan Cease 1 out away from a no-hitter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What team?
White Sox.
Oh, okay.
Against
Oh,
the-
the White Sox. Don't count them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
Yeah.
It was against the Twins. It was in Chicago.
Mhm.
Top of the ninth. He's out there. And he had thrown like 96 pitches, I think. So he was very, he had walked 2, so it wasn't a perfect game. Louis Arias, who leads the American League in batting average currently, he's at like 325. He was the one that broke it up with 2 outs in the
Wow.
ninth. And then they left him in to finish it. And he retired the next batter, got himself a nice little 1-hit shutout. But
At least they let him get the shutout.
yeah,
You know?
it's amazing to me how many times, no hitters get broken up with 1 out away.
Seriously.
Like,
it's
it's
like at
crazy.
that point in time, if you're the batter coming up, is your objective like, hey, I want to ruin this
I
guy's
think
day?
it is. I think
It kind of is,
in
because
part.
like knowing me, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna let this
Yeah.
guy go down easy.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna give him the strikeout or the ground
Right.
out. I'm definitely gonna try to hit the ball.
Like the game was over, it was 13-0. So
Yeah.
at that point,
Yeah,
you
it's
know what I mean.
like, okay,
But,
yeah.
but you definitely you owe it to the other guy, right?
to give him
and-
your best,
And I remember
because it's like so that way you
Exactly.
know if
exactly
you beat me, I gave you my all.
right.
Tip the hat.
And I was watching it, and the AJ Przinsky is the White Sox announcer, and he was saying, yeah, man, I don't want any part of this guy, Arias. Maybe you just pitch around him, and if he swings at a bad pitch, so be it. But put him on and deal with the next guy. And fucking Cease went right after him. I mean,
Really?
right after him. First pitch was 97 up and in. He
Jeez.
fouled it off.
Still
and
throwing 97.
balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
could have been.
Could have danced around.
He
him.
could have been a little bit of a, something
Yeah.
and blocked him and dealt with the next guy, but that's no way, you know what I mean? Like,
He's
and I respect
competitive.
that.
Yeah.
I respect
no,
that.
I know he's not going half-assed.
If I'm
here.
getting this thing, I'm
I
going
can
through it.
intentionally walk him and then
Right.
get the 9 spot
Right.
or whatever. Yeah. Do you know what's crazy? I saw a stat the other day. How many no hitters does Nolan Ryan have?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Cy Youngs?
I don't think he ever won one.
0.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Cy Youngs Roger Clemens has?
I would guess.
7.
Does he have 7? Holy
7.
7 Cy Youngs.
Do you know how many no hitters he has?
He has none.
0.
Yep, that I know.
Isn't that not wild?
Wild stuff.
Right?
7 Cy Youngs. Now, to me, that's the more impressive accomplishment.
7 Cy Youngs
It's more impressive.
versus 7 no hitters?
Yeah. Because that
means the longevity of the year. I
Right.
get it. Yeah.
Right. You know?
Okay.
That means he's had. That
All
means
right.
that.
Say you're a professional pitcher.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 2 Cy Youngs over the course of 10 years
Yep.
or 1 perfect game?
That's a tough one. You move the goalpost.
I did.
But that's.
I didn't
that's a
say
tough
7 no
question.
hitters. I said 1 perfect game.
I think I'd rather have 2 Cy Youngs.
Really?
No, perfect game is different.
Shut up.
Perfect game.
You're
is
a
different.
liar. That is an elite club.
Yeah, but I mean, I can name off pitchers to you that have thrown perfect games that you've never
exactly.
heard of.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
I know the perfect game.
But
is such
anybody who's won 2 Cy Youngs, it would be somebody that you know. So,
Fair enough.
but I think the sugar high is the perfect game.
is the perfect game.
Right.
You can say you're an elite member.
Right.
Cy Young has been the award is
The perfect
everyone
game is,
everyone gets a Cy Young.
Yeah.
2, right? AL and NL, right?
Every year there's
Every year there's 2.
Right.
Perfect game
Yeah, that's
over
true.
the course of the history of the game.
But it's like almost like a
There's
fluke
what,
thing.
like 17, 18?
That's like saying, so here's another analogy in golf, right?
Okay.
If you're a PGA golfer,
Mhm.
right?
I'd rather have a hole in one than a
Than
PGA.
a Player of the Year award.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh boy, that's the sugar high.
I'd rather have a hole in one. Is that what you were gonna say?
Don't chase the sugar high. Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say? I'd rather have a hole in one. Are you kidding me? Feeling it right off of the club. And by the way, I wish I can go back and say, what's your favorite sound? The clap of the mitt, the sound of a drive,
well-struck golf
a
ball.
well-struck golf ball. I really wish I thought of that.
That
But I
is
thought
a-
of that on the course
That
today.
is
I
a
was
great
like,
sound. That is a great
which
sound.
the clean, like, and almost like you can hear the tee hitting
Yeah.
the ground after.
That's a great sound.
Yeah. That's what I wish I said.
Yeah. Huh.
But the clap of a glove,
Pump
oof,
that.
oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good
Well,
stuff.
should we just take a break and then finally get to sports?
Yeah, the first thing, before we go to a break, I just want to quick college football.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
URI won their season opener against Stony Brook on the road Thursday night. Big things expected from the URI football program this year.
Well, after last year, I would assume.
Yeah,
That's
they're
awesome. though.
preseason top 25,
Cool.
picked third in the CAA, which is a legit conference. You got some good teams.
Awesome.
Delaware, William and Mary, Maine. There's some good football, some good FCS football there. So, yeah, Rhodey gets the win in their opener. They play actually next Saturday at Bryant.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and I think a very good chance I'm going to go up to that game.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Saturday night at 6.
Well, that's not far. so-
Yeah, and Bryant, for their part, they lost their season opener in overtime at Florida International.
Okay.
It was an overtime game. It was
Do they have
by
a good
point.
squad? Do you know?
I think they're decent. We'll see, but I don't know as much. I don't really follow that program as closely, but Florida International usually is a pretty good program. So for them to go down there, and play them to overtime is pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
Brown opens in a couple of weeks, and Providence College. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't have a football team. So that's pretty much all that's going on in the local on the local college football. Boston College, I think, played maybe Rutgers this weekend. I don't know the result of that, but Rhodey, go Rhodey. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, of
let's see if
course.
they can. They're trying to make the college football playoff. In the FCS, or what used to be 1AA, for the first time since 1985.
Like I said, when I went there, in the collective 4 years, I think they had about one
The
win.
football has been very bad for a
Yeah.
very long time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. When I went there, the football team, like half of them got suspended and they had to forfeit a game because a bunch of them broke into Fiji and beat up a couple of frat members because of some altercation that happened at a on-campus party the night before.
Fiji. Wow, that's, oh my God, you're bringing me back.
Yeah,
Remembering all
look that
those.
up sometime.
No, I will. But Fiji, yeah, that's funny, and
Yeah.
they were notorious douches.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. So the football, they had to forfeit a game because so
Oh,
many
that's
guys got
great.
suspended.
Love it. Love it. But either way, all right, guys, we're gonna take a break here, and then we're actually gonna get to sports. I promise.
It says it's 80 out right now. I think we might have to put,
80?
we might have to put the air back on today. I thought we were going to be all done with the air conditioning.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna keep my air conditioning all year.
So I have the next 3 innings teed up too. So we gotta get to
May
that.
I please start with inning 4 because I was watching it last night, and then inning
Yeah.
5 and 6. I feel like
Yeah, absolutely.
not much happened, but
Yep.
I actually did take notes on 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
But I know I looked at it was taking a little bit too long, and then
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't have like a scoop forward like 15 seconds.
Nah, I don't.
So it's
Yeah,
like I'm
that
trying to
sucks.
scroll, and then I'm like, oh, 8, no, what? And trying to do it, and
Yeah.
so it's like I basically watched the 4th inning, but I looked in the recap, and I was like, nothing happened in
Yeah.
5 and 6.
Nah,
So if
no.
you have, do you
Yeah,
have any
I
chime
do.
in on
I
5
have
and 6?
notes. Yeah, I have notes.
Okay,
So,
if
yeah,
you okay,
absolutely.
so if I could take 4 and you could take 5 and 6.
Yep, for
Alright,
sure.
cool.
Yep.
Alright.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, and we're back, guys. So what I think we should do here, and I'm gonna surprise you,
Okay.
is I think we should go back. I have what we predicted before, but seeing what you saw in the preseason of football, we're gonna go through our season picks right now. We're not doing week 1 picks. We're gonna do the entire season picks.
For
The Pats.
okay,
Wins, losses.
Okay.
I'm not doing. We're not doing spreads. We're not doing anything.
just straight up.
Wins, losses.
Okay.
What
I like
you
it.
got?
I like it.
And so Vegas has them at plus minus 8.5.
Yeah. Yep.
8.5.
Basically, right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Yeah.
So I have marked what we said last time.
We did this already.
We did this already.
Really?
We did it before the break. It was episode. Don't
Okay.
look. Don't look. Episode 96.
Okay.
We did this.
All right. Let's do it.
It was
Ready?
when the schedule was dropped, but this is before we saw all like the acquisitions. It might have been before the draft,
Yep.
after the draft, right after. I don't know. But
Okay.
either way, after knowing what we know now,
Okay.
I'm gonna go through them. We're gonna take our picks.
All right. Let's
All
go.
right. So week 1 at Miami.
That's a loss.
That's a loss
Yep.
at Miami. I don't think Bill's starting off with a loss. I'm gonna take a dub.
Okay.
Because Tyreek Hill, still new to Tua.
Yeah.
They're going to figure it out later.
Okay.
That's mine. I'm going to take the win on that one. At Pitt next week.
I think that's a win.
You think that's a win?
No Ben. What's his name? Is the quarterback now?
Who is it?
The guy who was the backup. Yeah.
Mason
Rudolph. Right?
Rudolph? Yeah.
I'll take the Pats. Plus, they always do well against Pittsburgh. I
Yeah.
feel like.
I'm going to take the dub on that one too. In Baltimore next week.
That's probably a loss.
I already took the L. Yeah.
Yeah.
At Green Bay, I'm taking the
That's
loss.
a loss. Wow. So they're 1-3 now for me. I got them at 1-3. You got them at 2-2, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Detroit coming here. I'm
That's-
taking the W.
That's
obviously.
a win. Yeah.
At Cleveland.
That's a win.
I'm taking the win on that one too. That's at Cleveland, by the way.
Yep.
Chicago comes here next week.
That's a win.
You take that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that too. At the Jets, I'm taking a
That's
loss.
a win.
You take the win?
Yeah, the Jets.
I'm taking an L.
The Jets are garbage, and Bill hates them.
He's got a ring with them. He has a ring that says, oh no, the Jets. I was thinking Giants.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright. I recant. I recant. Taking the W again. At Indiana, I'm taking the L.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Bye week. At New York Jets.
That's another win. One of those Jets games has got to be here.
Yeah, I know. At New York. Oh, no, that was at New York. No, New York Jets is here.
Okay. Okay.
You're taking the win there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I want to say that the Jets take one. I honestly kind of want to go back to my at the Jets. They lose.
Okay.
No, I'll stick with it. They're going to win. They're going to sweep the Jets. You're right. You're right. All right. At Minnesota Thanksgiving game.
They're gonna win that one.
You think they're going to win that one?
Yeah.
I'm taking the L on that one.
Okay.
And you're taking the dubs.
Yeah.
All right. Bills here.
Loss.
Loss. At Arizona.
Loss.
Loss also. At Raiders. Vegas.
Yeah. Josh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a Sunday night game.
I put an L.
Let me get back to that one.
That's not how this works.
How many wins do I have so far?
Doesn't matter.
No, it does.
Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins.
Wow. Wow. At the Raiders. That's a win. They won. I think they won at the Raiders last year. That's a win.
Taking it?
Yes. That's a
All
win.
right. Cincinnati here.
Loss.
Yeah, agreed. Miami here.
That's a win.
I'm gonna take the L on that one.
Okay. So you had them winning at Miami,
Mm-hmm.
but you had them losing that one.
Yep.
Okay.
At Buffalo.
That's a loss.
I'm gonna take them in that one.
Wow.
All right. Do you want to compare? Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested.
All right. Week 1, we both had them losing.
Okay.
You took the loss this week.
Yeah.
I took the win. We both had them losing. Week 2, we both got the win.
Yeah.
3, we both had a win. Baltimore coming here.
Really?
We both got losses this time around.
We had them winning.
We
that,
had them
huh?
winning, yeah. We both got them losing this
Wow.
time around. 4, Green Bay. Stayed the same.
Lost.
Yeah, we knew
Yeah.
they were going to lose those. Detroit, 5. Both wins,
Yeah.
both the same. Cleveland, both wins, both the same. Chicago, both wins, both the same. Jets, both wins, both the same. Indy.
I had them winning that one before, huh?
No, yeah, you had them winning, I had them losing. By week 11, both wins, both the same.
Yeah.
12, Minnesota, Thanksgiving. You had them losing, I had them winning.
And now we flip-flopped.
We flipped. That's weird. 13, you had them winning, I had them losing. We have them both losing now.
Which game is that?
The Bills. Here.
I had them beat.
You had them
I
winning.
had them winning. No,
You had them winning. No,
Okay.
you got them losing. Oh, see, we got a flip-flopper over here. 14, Arizona. You had them losing, I had them winning, we both got them losing.
Okay.
Raiders. I had them losing, you had them winning.
That's still.
Yeah, that held true.
Yeah.
Okay. But I said the McDaniels thing, and I remember, and you were like, "Oh, I forgot about that." But I don't know if that was in the back of your mind, but you stuck to your guns.
You gotta factor it in, right?
Yeah. Cincy, we both had them losing. That stayed the same. Miami, 17. We both had them winning. I switched.
Yeah.
I think they're going to lose that one. And then last one at Buffalo, we both had losses.
You switched.
Yeah.
You switched on that.
No, I'm going to take the victory on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to. That's a must win for them. And I think Buffalo, now that I'm thinking about it, Buffalo is probably not going to play their starters because they're already going to have a playoff spot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, so look at that. Eric's thinking over here.
That is actually
Eric's thinking over here. So, the Pats are going to take the win on that one.
That's actually a very likely scenario.
Yeah.
That they're going to have it all sewn up.
Mm-hmm.
And
already have. It doesn't matter if they win or lose
Right.
against the Pats. They already have the division and they got their playoff spot.
good call.
Yeah. So you had them 11-6. I had them 10-7, and we got them. All right. So let's count them down. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have them 8 and 9.
8 and 9. Wow.
I have
Yeah,
them
you got
8
them
and 9.
losing a bunch in a row there.
Yeah,
Huh?
I have them 8 and 9, and you got
Oh,
them
man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have them 9 and 8.
Huh.
So previously, I had them
11 and
10.
6.
I had them 10-7. You had them 11-6, and now we're 8 and 9 and 9 and 8. Literally right down the middle.
So what does that tell you?
Things changed.
Yeah, not for the good.
No,
Yeah.
definitely
we'll
not.
see.
I'd love to be proved wrong.
Me too. Me
I
too.
love,
and
I will
you know,
hold my feet to that fire.
for sure. And in the back of my mind, I almost feel a little bit like, this is like classic Belichick, right? Like it's,
Let everyone count me out.
yeah, and then using that as motivation, as a motivational tool
Yeah.
for his players. Nobody gave us a chance.
Yeah,
They all
look
said
at
we
this.
couldn't do it, So, I mean, it's set up that way. He
It
could
is.
be, this could be the latest example of the genius that is Bill Belichick. Or it's just a 70-year-old guy that's lost his fastball. One or the other. And we're going to find out.
Wow, that was the best analogy that I could say.
So we'll see.
All right, so as we digress from football, and we're going to move into baseball a little bit. Obviously, we do our bit at the
Yep.
end. Have you seen Edwin Diaz, the reliever for the Mets, and his walk-up song?
I have not. No.
You haven't seen this?
Good picture. No.
Edwin Diaz?
Nope. We got nothing for you.
It's a bunch of trumpets. I think it's called Narcos.
Okay.
But they had a guy called Timmy Trumpet come in. I assume he's a famous trumpet player,
Okay.
and he played him on. It's like, okay? So talk about famous walk-up songs. Look it up right now. I want you to go to YouTube.
I can't.
Oh, you can't? All right. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. But Timmy Trumpets. So Narcos is the song.
Yeah.
And it's just his walk-up song. And I know Koji Iwahara
Yep.
had Sandstorm
Okay.
by
Yeah.
Darude.
I
Do you remember that
that.
one?
I do remember
That was a banger.
Yeah.
But so Timmy Trumpets came on and played for the Mets, and it is
While you're bringing that up.
yeah. I'm trying to find
While you're
it.
bringing that up, speaking of the Mets, did you see they retired Willie Mays' number?
No, did Willie Mays play for?
He played like for 1 or 2 years at the end of his career.
Really?
Played for the Mets.
That's like the Braves retiring Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird.
Yeah, right?
I
Like,
thought it was a little weird. But
all right, I got it right here.
Ready to come in, looking for a save.
This is the song he walks up to. Hold on. They had Timmy Trumpets come on and play the trumpet, but this is what he does every time. Get ready. It's amazing. Because of his heritage, it's a... I love it. There's Timmy Trumpets right there. You haven't heard this?
I have not.
No?
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the whole, like, even even the mascots like started bringing out fake trumpets, but like even the fans started bringing fake trumpets for when this guy comes in.
So that's pretty
awesome, right?
Baseball needs more of that, right?
Right?
I need more of this stuff.
Yeah. This is I saw that and I was like,
Let's make the game more of a celebration.
make it
Right?
fun.
Right?
Like that's what you like. What was it? Enter Sandman.
Yeah. that
When
was-
Rivera came in.
Yeah.
And you knew it was lights out.
Yeah, that was awesome. You know when that was awesome? When he came in when they were down by 10 in Game 7 of the
The World Series.
of
Yeah.
the 04 LCS.
Oh, yep.
But
Did they play it?
they did.
See,
They
that's
played every
that's
time he
kind,
came in.
that's kind of the slap in the face,
They
though.
played every
It's
time
like,
he came
you
in.
know what I mean?
But I'm just kidding. But that was really
It's the slap in
That's-
the face. It's like it's a gift and a curse. It's
Right.
like, yeah, you can be cocky,
that's
but
probably the best entrance. I mean, right? Like if you think
Enter
of,
Sandman. But to be honest, Sandstorm, I love Sandstorm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a great song.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That's good stuff.
And
right
so he
there.
does it because of his heritage,
Yeah.
but like, which completely respect.
Total. Yeah.
Great song too.
Yeah.
Like every time I see a video of him coming in, I'm like, come on, this is gonna be stuck in my head for the next 3 hours.
I think when I come into the game to pitch now, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have them play the Sanford and Son theme.
Oh my god. Yeah, play the Brady Bunch while you're at it. No, that's a Sandstorm. But see, if I had to think of a song, honestly, Sandstorm really is like the best. Like
Huh.
you got to think what gets you into your
Into
zone.
your place.
It's more for you than it is for the crowd. So it's not
Yeah.
like what you want to express to the crowd. It's what you can hone in
Right.
to go into the mound.
Right.
That long walk from the bullpen.
Yeah.
That'll get you in your zone. And Sandstorm, to be honest, is probably what I would pick.
Shipping up to Boston was pretty cool. with
That's
that
a
vibe.
great one. That is a great one too.
Right.
To be honest, yeah. But that's only good for if you're playing in Boston because he
Right.
went to what, the Phillies after.
Yeah, you can't play it
You
there.
can't play it there.
Right.
So I assume he had to change it. But
I would think.
yeah.
You know.
But wow, yeah.
Yeah,
What a
that's
great
awesome.
one too. Mm.
So speaking of 04, how about
Okay.
that for a segue?
Yeah, let's get there.
So in a continuation of our rewatch of the Red Sox postseason run in 2004.
Let's
in
recap here.
Last episode we went over innings 1 to 3, so we do 3 innings at a time. Last episode we did innings 1 through 3 of Game 1 of the ALDS versus the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Schilling on the mound versus Jared Washburn.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1-0 Red Sox after 3 as we
Where
pick
we
up
left.
as we pick
Correct.
up here, and today we'll go through innings 4, 5, and 6 of that game.
Correct. I'm going to lead it off with starting the 4th inning. So here we are still, Game 1, October 5th, 2004. We are leading off the 4th inning, and Ortiz is our leadoff man here. He's going to go ahead and take a walk.
Yep, 4 pitches. Washburn wanted nothing to do with them, and Ortiz showing the discipline, not expanding the zone, and took his walk.
Mhm.
Started the inning.
Which, big time hitter, that's tough for him because you know he probably
Right.
wanted them.
I think,
Probably wanted them.
yeah, absolutely. But he just used it. I mean, that's smart,
Discipline.
right?
It's discipline.
Leading off the inning, get on base.
Mhm. Here we have Kevin
Yeah.
Millar. Kevin Millar coming up next, right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I don't know how many pitches it took. I don't know. He didn't really work the count. I
Yeah.
would say he's not really a work the count type of
Nah,
guy.
he was a good hitter though.
He was a good hitter.
If you
When-
think about it,
And
later
this
on,
is funny because I was listening to the announcers and they're like, "Oh, Ortiz, not a good runner here."
Yeah.
And then Kevin Millar comes
Exactly.
up, smacks it over the fence, and they go, "You don't need to be a good runner when that happens."
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Millar hits a 2-run dinger. Veritek coming up, and since we got the left-hander Washburn on the mound, Veritek is batting righty, which he has a very open stance.
Yeah. Yes,
Right-handed, and he
yes.
kind of leans
It
more.
looks a little weird.
It almost looks like his leg is like his left leg is like he's got restless leg syndrome. Like he's waddling with that left leg.
Yeah.
Keeps it open. He smacks a single, and then we've got
Cabrera's
Cabrera
up next.
coming up. He draws a walk, which Cabrera and Vlad Guerrero were teammates on the Expos.
Yep,
I don't know if you knew that.
I did. And,
Well, that's what the announcers ended up
they
saying.
talked about it. I thought some very candid comments by Chris Berman at the time talking about how baseball really sold out the city of Montreal.
Yeah.
And he took, and I thought this was good on him. You know, he's
It's-
broadcasting a Major League
yeah.
Baseball game. They're a broadcast partner of the sport, and he took, baseball to task for
Good.
the way they handled that situation.
Holding their feet to the fire.
Yeah.
That's good. And
I
that's
forgot how good that last Montreal team was, and it's
Mhm.
a shame that it didn't work out up there. But
Mhm.
of course, they moved to Washington and became the Nationals.
Yeah.
And
That was when
I
2000.
remember. have
Because
no
I know
idea.
Brady got drafted by the Expos in
Right,
'99, so I
right.
want to say the
So it was
Expos were
sometime
probably like
after that.
03,
Yeah, that sounds
02,
about right.
03.
So the walk
Bill
to
Miller comes up
yeah,
next.
the walk to Cabrera prompted a mound visit by the pitching coach.
Yep,
I just
yep.
had
So
that.
we got first and second.
And they got it was Scott Shields up in the bullpen at this
Yep,
point.
yep. And Bill Miller, so mind you, won the hitting title the year before
Yep.
in 03.
Yep.
So he's coming up. He's a switch hitter, so he's hitting from the right side of the plate this time. They were saying he should have sacrificed and
Right.
advanced the runners,
Right.
which would have been a smart move.
Right.
But he ends up striking out.
Yep.
And then you got Gabe Kapler coming up, who's not a strong hitter.
Right.
And he ends up singling. It's just, okay, Gabe Kapler, mind you, is a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So this guy's huge. So
Yeah.
when he gets a hold of the ball, he gets a hold of it. But I would say form, like, he does not have the fundamentals.
He looks a little stiff.
He looks
know?
a little, like, robotic.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't move smoothly. He moves in, like...
The note I put on this was Vlad almost threw him out at first.
No, he threw Cabrera at second.
Oh, okay.
So it was a single
That's
to
right. Yes.
So
Yep.
he threw to second,
Yeah.
almost a softball
Yeah.
play. But Cabrera, like I said, teammates with Vlad knew
Yeah,
that he had the
right,
capability
right.
of throwing him out. So Cabrera, on a single to right, knew to slide
Right.
into second.
Right.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, Vlad fielded it, came up throwing
And
it.
fired. But to be
Yeah.
honest, when he fielded it, he bobbled it, he
Yeah.
popped it up, and then threw it.
Right.
Had he
Right.
not popped it up, we're talking a
Right.
possible force at
Yeah.
second.
So now we got bases loaded, one out.
Bases loaded, one out versus first and third, 2 outs.
Right. And top of the order.
Yep. Damon, ground ball to third, I want to say.
Yeah.
Bad throw.
Figgins, the
Figgins,
guy who's
bad
supposed
throw.
to be in there for his defense.
Yep, bad throw to home,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
And 2 runs end up coming in, and that's when they bring in Scott Shields.
Right. Right. And Shields was a decent relief pitcher. I think he started some games for the Angels that year. He had a record of 8-2, ERA of 3.33. You know, he had a pretty good season that year. I don't remember much about him other than that, but
Mm-hmm.
so now we've got 4 runs in on the inning.
Yep.
And
So we're,
runners at second and third, 1 out.
So 4 runs on this, so it's a
5-0.
5-0 game.
The Angels bring the infield in.
Yep. And we got Bellhorn coming up.
Right.
And what's Bellhorn known for? He does 3 things when he comes up to
Right.
bat. What's that?
Walk, strikeout, home run.
Exactly. All right. So roll the dice. What do you get?
You got the bad one.
Yeah, you get a strikeout.
But that's all right because Manny's coming up now.
Okay. Now Manny comes up, and I don't really think he worked the count. I really think it was like a 1-0 count.
Bomb.
Yeah. To the rocks.
Yeah, rock pile.
Yep.
What a swing. He was just, man.
And
it
to
was
be
great
honest,
watch.
okay, so it's so funny you bring that up. You said last week, cleanest right hand swing you've ever seen.
Yeah, yes.
That's what you said.
I think so.
Cleanest right hand swing you've ever seen.
I think so.
And to be honest, completely agree. But I saw a video of his first game in the MLB. Do you know what happened?
No.
First at bat, it was against the Yankees. He was playing for Cleveland. Ground rule double. He thought it was a home run.
Of course.
So he starts doing the home run trot. And then they sent him back to second.
Yeah.
Do you know what he did?
What?
Hit 2 home runs after
Yeah,
that.
nice.
Yeah. So that was his first game. 2 home runs in a ground rule double.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Manny for you. Manny being Manny.
Yeah.
Ortiz comes up next, follow us. They went through the entire lineup.
Right.
Ortiz grounds out and ends the inning.
Manny over 7 runs, and it's 8-0 now.
Yeah.
Ball game.
There you go.
8-0.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Schilling on the mound, right?
All right.
In game 1. So.
No, Troy Gloss came up the next inning.
Right.
Well, the latter half of that inning for the Angels and put one out.
Yeah.
And then I got nothing after that.
So after the Gloss home run, who I also have written down here, did I write it down? I don't know. Troy Gloss just seems like he's kind of a major tool. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, his name is Troy.
Yeah. The glasses and like but man, he put a good swing on that though.
Yeah.
And Berman gave it a classic way back.
Way back. Yeah. What?
Back. So Schilling, gives up the leadoff home run. Jeff DeVannen grounds out to first. Schilling actually showing some pretty good mobility, getting over there to cover.
Oh, was that it?
To cover.
Was that
Jeremy
it?
Burke. No, that was
No,
not it.
okay.
No. They also made, when Gloss hit the home run, they talked about how Manny like just barely reacted. He knew it was gone.
Yeah.
So, and they talked about how Yaz, when he played left field
Would he do that?
at
Or?
Fenway, if a ball was like hit, you knew it was a home run, he wouldn't even move. He would just sit there in his crouch
And
stare
forward?
at the pitcher.
Such a
Yeah,
badass
the
move.
pitchers used to kind of get pissed at him.
Why?
Show
To
him
be
up.
honest, no, he's not showing up the pitcher. To be honest, I think that's showing up the batter, or showing up the other team.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a badass move to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what I used to do is, I wanted to be a badass in soccer. So it was anytime I scored a goal, what does everyone do? They celebrate, right?
Right.
I thought it was more badass to not celebrate.
Okay.
So I would score a goal, and do you know what I would do? Shut down, turn around, walk back.
Okay.
So everyone called it my strut. I go, I'm not strutting, I'm getting back behind the line because that's how we get the game started again.
Okay.
So that's what I would do.
Turn the page.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Don't celebrate. Is it same thing when I checked in? My friends were celebrating. You think I wanted to celebrate? Absolutely. But guess what? I could do terrible the next hole.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to be celebrating then? No. No emotions.
Right.
It's a job. You're here for one reason.
Well, wait a minute now.
So
Wait
I
a
think
minute.
it's more badass if you hit a home run and you do not backflip.
Yeah, but it's Yaz though. It's the opposite thing.
It's
you know?
exactly. Don't pay him any mind.
Right.
What are you gonna do? Run to the wall and look up?
Well, you got it.
Don't give him that.
You gotta
Don't
keep-
give him that. Don't give him that.
Okay. Disagree, but okay.
No, that's what I would do. You hit it over my head and I know it's gone. I'm not gonna move.
Okay. As a pitcher,
I'm
as
not
a
gonna
pitcher,
waste my time.
As a pitcher, I would feel like he was showing me up a little bit.
Oh no, I wouldn't. No. Oh, don't
Yeah.
take it that way. That's not what it is. It's gone. If it's gone, it's gone.
Okay.
What am I gonna do to take it back? There's nothing I can do to bring that ball back into the stadium.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on. So then Molina grounds to shortstop.
Is that Yachty?
No, it's Benji.
Okay.
His brother. I
That's what I thought. Okay. I was going to say, because he was right-handed, and Yachty's left, right?
No.
Yachty's not left-handed?
No.
Oh, okay.
Cabrera makes a great play on a ball up the middle and nails him at first, and a real good pick by Millar on the other end at first base.
I really like Cabrera.
Yeah,
I
he
do.
was a
He was
good
a good
player.
pickup.
He was a good player. I don't know why they didn't look into.
Oh,
There were rumors about why they didn't look
yeah,
into.
okay.
bringing
I was
him
going
back.
to say, did you hear?
But
Yeah.
and then next time pops out to third.
Oh,
Miller.
should we clear up this? Because I know you know what I'm talking about, but they don't know what we're talking about.
Why don't you?
Cabrera allegedly was sleeping with someone's wife,
Right.
and I don't. Was it a player or was
I
it?
think so.
It was another player's wife.
Yeah.
So therefore, they did not.
And it was led. It was led to believe that it was one of the superstar players.
Yes. So therefore, they didn't pick up his contract.
But,
So let's just clear the air on that. We don't know anything. But
so
that's what we
after
heard.
after 4, it's 8-1 Red Sox. Red Sox 8 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Angels 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. And coming in to the next inning, they run a little promo of one of the other series, the Yankees versus the Twins. That game was to take place later on that same day. And it was, remember Johan Santana,
Mhm.
lefty? He was pretty
He played for the
badass.
Mets for
he
a
won
while.
The Cy, yeah, he was with the Twins then. And he I think, won the Cy that
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
20-6 ERA, 261. And Mike Mussina was the starter. Hall of Famer now, Mike Mussina, was the starter for the Yankees. And then during the top of the 5th inning, the announcers made mention of the Patriots, talking about how they were at that point in time, going for their 19th consecutive win. They were in the middle of that streak where they won like 21 or 22 in a row.
The Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
from the
previous
season.
year
Yeah,
to,
okay,
to
yep.
this season. So I thought that was kind of cool. Top of the fifth, not much doing. Billy Miller leads off, grounds out to first, unassisted. Veritek strikes out. Cabrera. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Kevin Millar that led off with the ground out, hitting the ball to the right side, which is very unusual for him.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Veritek strikes out. Cabrera works a walk, and then Billy Miller flies out to center field. Angels come up
You
with
got to
the
think about
bottom.
this time and how many switch hitters they have. You got Bellhorn, you got Veritek,
They
you got
did have a
Miller,
lot
you
of
got
switch
three
hitters,
switch hitters
yeah.
at least right there in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's
Which is awesome.
yeah, it is pretty cool.
How many switch hitters do we have now?
I have no
None.
idea. I have
None.
absolutely no idea.
There's not one.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's like
Yeah.
switch hitting is almost becoming obsolete in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if you look across baseball how many switch hitters there are now versus how many there were back in the day.
Mhm.
You know, I really don't know the answer to that, but
To be honest, I think switch hitters are becoming obsolete.
there's a few of them out there.
There's
I
a
just
few,
know
yes.
like from Strat, you know. But the days of like the great,
You had three in a
Great
starting
switch
lineup. Now you
hitters.
can't get you can go 3 teams without one.
yeah,
Like-
yeah, you don't see many. You don't see
Anyway.
many, that's for sure. Yeah. So the bottom of the fifth, Dallas McPherson comes in. He pinch hits for Almeida, and what they do, and I think at this point in time, Mike Scioscia makes the decision that he's going to play this kid McPherson at third, and he moves Figgins to second in the next inning.
Okay.
And I think he realized that Figgins wasn't going to be able to get it done at third. That a couple of mistakes that had
He's going to
essentially
be eating
cost them
himself
the
up.
game.
Yeah.
So it brings McPherson in. Schilling strikes him out with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Okay, he had some heat.
Right?
Well, 97 back in 04 was like,
It's like 100 now.
Yeah,
because
it's
the way
like
they
a
measured, the
101,
way they
yeah.
measured it is different.
yeah.
Figgins flies out to right, and then Erstad singles to left field, and then he punches out Vlad to end the inning. Vlad didn't like the call. They talked about McPherson being he was actually the night he won a national championship. He played football also at Nebraska, and
He was a Husker.
and he was the MVP of the Cape Cod League when he was
Really?
in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So I thought that was pretty neat. There was talk about like a call that Schilling got on Vlad about how Schilling and pitchers like him that have that impeccable control. You know, those guys will get more borderline calls from the umpires, which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting.
Probably
And-
true though.
Schilling,
Like if you paint the corners.
you're going to get those calls.
Yeah.
You know, more often than something
Yeah.
who's all over the place.
Yeah.
Schilling at this point was at 76 pitches on the day after 5. Right, so
Good, not great.
yeah. Right. So they made mention of that over the course of that entire season, 70% of his pitches were strikes, which is off the charts.
Yeah, that's
Great.
great.
That's
yeah.
pretty amazing.
Mhm.
Right. Top of the sixth, so now they made that change. They got McPherson at third, Figgins at second, and they brought in another pitcher, Kevin Gregg, to start the inning. First hitter, of course, line drive right to the new third baseman. He makes the play.
Okay.
Ball always finds him.
Yeah, right?
Baseball, the ball always finds a new guy. Damon hits a rocket down the right field line, slides into second with a double. I thought it was interesting a little bit also going back to the Kapler at bat that Francona stuck with Kapler even though there was a right-handed pitcher in the game now,
Yeah.
right? You know, I thought that was kind of interesting. You know, you would think he could have pinch hit Trot Nixon at that point,
Oh, yeah.
going with the matchup, but I think with the game
It's
seemingly
basically in the
being
bag,
ahead,
give him the
you know,
time.
right, exactly. Nixon, you know, a guy who battled injuries throughout his whole career.
Injuries, but not only that, he's a workhorse.
Right. You know,
Give him the day off, give Kapler the time, and then
Right.
hey, Nixon, when you're in, you're in.
right.
Don't worry about it today.
Yep. So so now Bellhorn is up next.
I love that guy.
It's one of the three, right?
Roll the dice, I'm gonna take strikeout.
He walked.
Ah!
So you got first and second, one out. Manny pops up to the first baseman. Ortiz flies to left, inning over, still 8-1.
First and second, they left him.
Yeah. Bottom of the 6th.
That was a great 1-2 punch, Manny and Ortiz.
Yeah, it really
Man.
was.
And
It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah, I
with
really-
the best ever.
Yeah. What, Griffey and A-Rod, maybe?
That Ruth Maris was pretty good. Not
Who are they?
Mantle.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it wasn't Ruth Maris.
No, it
It
was.
was Mantle Maris.
No, it was
Ruth Gehrig. Ruth and Gehrig was the two.
it was Ruth and Maris too. But no.
No, it's
Gary. Oh,
Gehrig.
Gehrig.
It was Mantle and Maris.
Mantle Maris, yeah.
Ruth and Gehrig. Sorry to all the Yankee fans out there. I'm embarrassed. Maybe the editor will.
Are you?
take
No,
that
I'm
out.
not really.
Well, a little bit.
Nah.
Bottom of the 6th now, Schilling goes back out there. They made a little bit of, there was a shot where they showed a promo for game 2 of this series. It was going to be Pedro versus, you know who the starter for the Angels was?
Bartolo Colon.
Yes, it was. Bartolo. I forgot that he played for the Angels even. He was on
He
so
played
many
for
different
every
teams,
team.
you know, but they talked about
I didn't
Pedro.
see it on your paper, by the
Yeah,
way.
no, I don't doubt that you didn't. They talked about a couple of things here about Pedro, his last 4 starts of the year not being good,
Mm.
and it kind of like made the decision for Terry Francona who
Easier
was
to
gonna
go
start.
Schilling 1.
Yeah,
And then
Pedro's-
what was it? Pedro 2, and then it was, don't tell me, Derek Lowe 3, Wakefield 4.
Derek Lowe was buried at this point.
So Derek Lowe is 5.
Derek Lowe pitched in relief in Game 3.
So he didn't even, they didn't even have him as a starter.
No, Derek
Okay,
Lowe.
so
was
I know it was Wakefield, and then, oh god, there was one more, don't tell me. I remembered the pitching rotation when I was 10.
Bronson Arroyo.
Arroyo! That's what it was. But Arroyo came out in relief, too.
Yeah,
Well, that's what they do in the playoffs.
yeah.
You gotta exhaust all options. Arroyo.
Yeah, so Game 3, it had to have been Wakefield that started, I would think.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, because think about it.
But we'll get to that.
Schilling.
It
But then
had
why
to-
did
At this point,
Schilling start Game 6 of the ALCS?
I don't know, we'll have to get to that.
Yeah, I guess. Guess what? We'll solve that mystery when we come to it.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Because Schilling started Game 2 of the ALCS,
And he started 6.
and then 6. That makes sense. That
Yeah,
math
and
works.
Pedro was 5, I think, right?
Yes, because I was at Game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pedro started
So
Game...
then why did they flip? I don't.
Yeah,
These
I
are
don't
all
know.
things we're gonna have to cover.
Right, exactly, and we will. But they also talked about Jose Guillen was like this, the middle of the lineup, like borderline MVP candidate for the Angels that year. Batted .294, 27 homers and 104 RBIs, and he was actually suspended by Scioscia for there was an altercation in the dugout between the manager and the player.
Okay.
And so he had been suspended for the rest of the year and the playoffs. So he was not with the team, coach's decision.
You're kidding me.
And that made a big difference. And the team actually had a players' meeting and supported Scioscia in that decision. So what
Really?
he did must have been just so
Way off the charts. Yeah.
But could have made a difference in this series.
Especially because they were the higher ranked, the higher seeded team.
Right, exactly. So Garrett Anderson leads off with a ground out to first. Schilling again, showing perfect use, no problem at all. Gets over and covers. So there's 1 out. Troy Gloss walks. Devannon hits a ground ball in the law, makes a really nice play at first, backhand to his right. Throws to second for the force out, and then back to first with Schilling again over covering. The ball was just a little late, so safe at first. So now you got 2 outs, a runner on first. And the catcher, Molina, smokes one to right field. And Kapler, this is where I was getting confused with the play with Vlad before. Kapler makes a strong throw and almost throws him out at first.
I was gonna say he did have a hose.
Yeah. So then with the slow-footed catcher running, he almost gets him at first. But safe. So first and second, 2 outs. Eckstein singles to right field, little bloop single, loads the bases, And kind of a tense moment, crowd getting back into it a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, a homer puts you right back into this game.
Right, Schilling pulls the string on McPherson, first pitch, change up, weak ground ball, the second, inning over.
There you go.
So now at this point, we're after 6 innings.
8-1.
Yeah, 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. 1 run, I think it's
5 hits.
5 hits and 1 error for the Angels. And we'll pick up next time in the top of the 7th, and we'll go through the rest of this game.
Awesome.
And,
Love it.
As we continue our rewatch of the Red Sox 2004 run to their first World Championships. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay. It says the pennants in the background. All right.
And that's all we got for now. So I think
Yeah.
we're going to be back at you Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. No, we're planning for Wednesday. We're going to do our week 1 picks for the NFL because the NFL kicks off Thursday.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Thursday night football kicks off the league.
Most likely the world champs starting it off, I would think, right?
When we
Now
got
they don't open
the
season.
Rams and
I don't know who. It's usually
I think it's the
division
Rams
rival.
and no, I thought it was the Rams and like the Bills.
Oh, that'd be a good game.
I'm pretty
That'd
sure
be
it's
a
the
good
Rams
game.
and the Bills. Or
I'm
something like
excited.
that. Yeah,
I'm excited. Much of a baseball fan as I am, football.
it's amazing. It's easier to follow.
It really is.
That's what it
And
is.
it's a great game to watch on TV.
It is. Oh yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah.
So Thursday football starts. Wednesday we'll be coming back at you. We'll give you our picks for the week. Until then, hang tight, guys. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Till next time, right?
Yep.
All right.
See ya. All right. Before we do that, hey, you can turn that off.